Hey guys, it's Caleb Reese at TennoArmory.com, bringing you yet another Warframe video. And today we're going to be looking at Atlas. So, in this build, we're going to focus on his melee aspects, right? We're going to be focusing on maximizing a landslide and having a good time punching people in the face. Now, some criteria for this build, what we're hoping to achieve is one, when we punch things in the face, they have to be able to die. Doesn't matter if they're low, medium, or high level enemies. That's criteria number one. Criteria number two is that we're gonna have to be able to tank damage. So if you walk up to, let's say, level 100 mobs, we should be able to tank the damage. If we can't, then this build is garbage, right? And then number three, it should feel streamlined, right? It should feel good. When you're playing it, it shouldn't feel clunky, like why am I doing this, or I don't feel it's very effective, or this other build might be better, it's just doesn't feel good. So those are the three things we're hoping to achieve, and I think we've achieved them. Now, let's see how we can maximize Landslide. So, Landslide currently is doing 700 damage, so obviously we've put quite a bit of a mod capacity into power, strength, and the combo window is very low, it's only 0.5. But if you've played Atlas at all, you know that you can spam Landslide fast enough to where you can get sequential hits in without the combo window going down. So you don't need any more duration. Okay? So with those things in mind, and then the ability radius doesn't really matter because it doesn't. One of the biggest things that we like, or we wish would be affected by the range, would be his dash range. But the dash range isn't affected. It's only the AoE range, like when he punches, the shockwave it sends out and hits multiple enemies. Alright, well that's affected, but it's already at such a low range that maximizing for you would need like 100, at least 100% more to be able to be worth it. And I think that this is not. There's better ways of modding. We'd rather have more damage and just kill the enemies outright than having to hit them multiple times with greater range. So, like we said earlier, we're going to be modding to make sure we can kill things, right, with our number one, with our landslide ability. So that means power strength. We're going to be focusing on Transient Fortitude, Intensify, and Power Drift. Now, the drift should be up here, but I haven't put in the Exilus slot here to move it up. And in this spot, there should be a blind rage. There isn't currently, because again, I haven't put any form in this, but if you have formatted, please do that. That is the best build, in our opinion. That's like the maxed out build that you can run. Just a quick note on Transient Fortitude, we've talked over the power duration. You don't need any, so we don't mind losing that power duration. Same thing with Fleeting Expertise, we don't need it, so we can get away with using this. So if you look over here, our efficiency, it's 160. That's going to make our landslides cost pretty much nothing, right? It's going to be amazing, so we don't have it flow or prime flow or nothing like that, because we're just focusing on punching things in the face. So for our defensive mods, we're going to be using Armored Agility, Steel Fiber, and Vitality, right? So it's going to be really high armor, so it takes a lot longer to kill us. A high Vitality pool just to give us a bigger buffer to notice when our life is going down, to be able to use Life Strike to heal it back up. And then finally, Steel Charge does affect it, so we want to have a Steel Charge in there, as it will affect the landslide. Now let's go over to our melee weapon and see how we modded that. Now, just keep in mind that elemental damage does increase the damage from your landslide, so that's why we have elemental damage here. Crit mods also affect it. I'm not sure if Blood Rush does. It's hard to tell because the crit chance on landslide is only 5, so it's very difficult to tell whether Blood Rush works on it or if you have to use the other crit mod. I forget what it is off the top of my head. So if someone else wants to do like a video of hitting like 1,000 mobs to see if there's a big enough difference, let us know. But we put Blood Rush in there and Organ Shatter for the crit damage, body count to keep the combo counter up, because again the combo counter does affect landslide, so having a high combo counter constantly is going to increase the damage. Life Strike is going to be here so that we're always able to heal ourselves. You can channel infinitely and just face tank all the damage in the world. Pressure point, obviously, to increase our damage, and then Berserker. Berserker, again, attack speed mods don't affect landslide at all, but we like using Berserker because you're able to stack more combo points faster, right? You can punch things faster. So that's why you put this here. And you can put your stance of choice. This is just the one that we chose here. Now the combo that we're going to be doing the most is Erupting Vulcan. You can do any of them, but that's just the one that we're always constantly going to be doing. So let's go jump into some video, some gameplay to see what this looks like. And I saved my third sortie so you can see what this looks like. These level enemies are going to be 80 to 100. It's excavation. So let's go jump in here. And we don't mind if we do it ourselves because it's not about, we don't care if we actually finish the mission or not. We just want to show you a good like 4 minutes and see what it looks like tanking the enemies and see how much damage we can take. Now I just want to point out that we do have a full stack of Arcane Guardian on here. So on the top right you will see that buff procced, and that's going to give us an extra 60% armor. So it's going to make us even beefier, okay? Now take a look, take a minute to look at these enemies. These leapers are level 80, and see how fast I kill them. This is a level 80 leaper. One punch, he's dead. This guy right here. A few punches, he's dead. I mean, like, I click the button twice, the attack button, and they die. So they don't stay alive for very long, right? So that's how much damage the regular attacks will do. Let's go look at some of these stronger enemies here. See if we can't get I think we already exploded the cryotic. We weren't actually paying attention to it. We're just trying to show you how much damage this can do. This is really good, Landslide, for killing flying enemies. So if you can't reach them with your melee attack, just punch them in the face with your Landslide. So let's go move over here so we can get some more enemies. Alright, here we go. And look at the combo counter here. If you look, it says times 4, times 4, times 4 in the middle of the screen. This is with no duration. You guys saw my duration was 0.5. 0.5 is the minimum, so you can't go any lower than that. So that's why we like abusing this fact, right? And maximize other areas. So these guys are no problem. One punch, two punches, they just die, no problem. The range is already decent. Look at these guys. All my teammates are dying left and right. We're 100% okay. So as far as damage is concerned, as you can see, we're perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the amount of damage we're doing. Level 80 guys just melt before us. There's no problem. Flying dudes, no problem. Punch them in the face, they're gone. I wish we had some tougher enemies. Now I want to group up a couple of these guys and let them punch me, just to show you how much you can face tank. Let me round some of these guys up. Alright, let's go guys. Punch me in the face, let's fight. So all these dudes are going to try to kill me. I'm just sitting in the middle of them. Look at my health. Like, doesn't matter. Just does not matter. I hope I get some stronger units in a little bit so I can show you even further when I start taking, like, for example, toxin procs from the toxic ancients. But they're going to be no problem either. You're just so beefy, and you can just regen so much health that killing you is just nigh impossible. I mean, the enemies really have to be like level 200, 300 or something, or all your energies gotta be, I don't know what has to happen, but look at these guys. Level 80, ancient, no problem. One punch, he's dead. The higher level enemies, what I like to do is I like to punch the crowds of enemies twice, and then try to get the third punch on the stronger enemy, so that he gets knocked down, so I can do finisher on him. As you can see, if you finish him, it's over. So they're all nice and grouped up. Let's do a couple landslides to see how fast we can clear these bad boys out. I mean, they die really quick. One punch, dead. It's just so good. It feels so good to punch these dudes in the face, and to get that combo counter rolling with just regular punches, you know. Look at that. Just I don't know what that was. I took some time to break dance on the dude because I'm destroying him so fast. So this guy just got ragdolled to hell, right? So we're gonna go on top of his corpse, punch him. He's absolutely destroyed. Feels really, really good. Alright, well, that pretty much showed you the survivability, showed you how easy it is to kill the mobs. To make this even better, as hard as that is to believe, to make this even better, put on your Naramon lens, or your focus. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what killed me. If you want to make this better, put on the Naramon and make sure that you have a crit weapon on and just constantly be invisible. And it gets even more ridiculous. The chances of you dying is really, really, really low. You have to die, like you have to just AFK like I did right there to not face tank with life strike. You have to like not pay attention, go AFK there for a second, or I honestly don't know what else. So hopefully that gave you an idea of everything, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the chat box below. Let us know what you think. As always, we ask you guys to go over at untitled.com and check out the other builds that we have available for everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed those as well, and hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.